Hey, what's up everybody, it's SNipEz. Welcome to part 2 in house number 32. So, I'm sorry for the delay on this video. I had some important stuff pop up yesterday, so I was not able to record this video. So, I'm sorry about the delay, guys, but hopefully this video will make up for it. So, let's get started right away. So, in part 1, we made this sandstone wall right here. What we're going to do, if you see it's 4 blocks, we're going to make it down to 3, and you'll see why here in a second. What we're going to do is take out our sandstone and we're going to make a little box. And now we're going to stack all these up to the same height. Let's go ahead and do all of that real quick. So let's come down here. Let's do this 2 more times. Alright, so now we should have that. And so it should look just like this. You'll understand why we're doing that here in a second, because we could actually use that for a fireplace, or we could just use it for aesthetics. All depends on how you want to do it. And so, let's come over here to the left side of the house, if we're facing the front of the house. What we're going to do, we're going to take out our snow, and we're going to make a wall coming back 3 diagonally. So 1, 2, 3, stack this up. Whoop. You want to make sure it's diagonal, so you want to make it to where it's not connecting to the wood or passing the wood. And we're going to stack this up to where it's even with it. And there we go. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come diagonal again. So if you want to make this wall 4, then we can come out from the 4th block. Let's come out, I would say 2. Let's come out 2 with that, make that a full wall. And now we're going to make this another window. So this window, so we know that the first floor, or the second floor, excuse me, is going to be starting right here. This is where the second floor is going to start. And you want to make sure you remember that, because that's very important for when we get to the later stuff. And so, I guess we could work on this. So let's work on this down here so we can actually get the base of the front of the entire bottom floor. So let's keep our snow out and let's come out, let's say around 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's stack this up. So it should be even with this right here. The first floor should have 4 blocks of headroom. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this and we're going to have it be, we're going to come out, let's say another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 5 long altogether. And now we're going to do like kind of what we did with these. We're going to make more pillars, but the pillars are going to go around the corners and we're only going to have 2 of them. So they're going to come out 2 and then just make them a wall like that. One thing I did notice when I was looking over the house is I feel like these come out a little bit too far, so we're going to move them back 1. And so instead of having them come out 3 blocks, they're only going to come out 2. So now we just make the pillars here, every other block. I just felt like they were out a little bit too far, that's why I kind of moved them back. If you liked them to where they were being 3 out from the building, that's perfectly fine. That's all up to you on what you think. So, alright, now we're going to take back out our spruce wood planks, and we're going to come diagonal, and we're going to lay down 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot of 5s in this house, if you have not noticed that yet. And we're going to stack that all the way up. And what we're going to do is, how do we want to do this? So we're going to make all of this right here snow. So all this right here is going to be snow, so we can fill this in. Fill that in. Let's actually have this not come out 2, only 1. And you'll understand why here in a second. And we can fill that in as well. Now let's have this come out to be just to where it should be just as long as this, as the spruce wood planks down below. So let's stack this up. Alright, so our window we know is going to be going, we're going to have a 2 wide window. So the window is going to be going right here. And so what we could do is, using our spruce slabs, we can just do it like this, so it has a little bit different height to it. Then there's that. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to make a window down here. So this window, we're going to make 2 of them. They're going to be 3 tall. So they should look just like that, nice and simple. You could make them too tall to match with the rest of the house. Again, all up to you on what you want to do with this. I'm just trying to give you guys as many options as possible, so if you're making this like in a subdivision, you can make it a couple of different ways. That's why I'm giving you guys like all this other extra stuff to do. Alright, we're going to take back out our sandstone and we're going to make another wall. This wall is going to be starting from here where the snow is. Well, and that's fine because this wall is going to be too wide. There we go. I can come down, and it's going to come out 3 blocks from the spruce wood planks that we laid down. So now let's stack all this up as well. I'm having a hard time placing the right blocks today, even though I'm going to be placing those later. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's fill this in now. And missed a block. I missed an entire row. Huh. Didn't even notice. And so we're just going to do this the easy way. Stack these up. There we go. There's that. Alright, so we're kind of going to add a back door. And the back door is basically going to be the same setup as the front door right here. So what we're going to do is come right over here. And we're going to start it from, if we count from the end of this sandstone, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block back. And we're going to stack this all the way up. And this should actually be up, the sandstone should be up 1 block higher than the rest of the building. Let's make sure we do that. Let's come across 4. So we should have a gap of 2. The doorway, again, it's going to be exactly like the front door. So the doorway is going to be here. And then we're going to have the window here. And now the rest of this is going to be a window. So we can take our glass panes out and fill in the window here. How's that look? Looks pretty good in my opinion. So let's take a look. Let's take a step back and look to see how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. I'm liking this house a lot. Alright, so what we're going to do is, how should we do this now? Let's take out our spruce wood planks again. And we're going to have the spruce wood planks come out even where the sandstone is right here. And then we're going to make this one 6 wide, not 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's stack this up as well. And is that right? Yep. Alright, now let's stack this up all the way around. And this part's going to come back. Alright, now let's make our window. We're going to have, we could have a window in the middle. Or we could have like a 2 wide window right here. How should we do it? I'm going to make it right here. Just like that. Make it look a little bit different. That's why I'm doing that. And this one's going to be a little bit different because we're actually going to stick with the spruce wood planks going across to here. And then we can stack this all the way up as well. And what we could actually do is make the other window right here. There we go. I like the look of that. And then we could use our slabs to have it come across like that. Alright, so we have that. Let's see. How do we want to do the right side of the house now? We could use our snow here. But we use snow all on the right side. So let's use our spruce wood planks. The spruce wood planks are going to go in the middle right here. We're going to lay down 3 of them. Watch out, cow. I just placed a block on your face. Owned. He just got owned. And we're going to make a small window there. And I believe I stacked this up 1 more. Let's see. My swiftness ran out. So now we're going to have this come back 1 block. And then the rest of this is going to be snow connecting it to here. Oh, makes a perfect corner. There we go. Works out perfectly. So let's stack that up. Let's see. How do we want to do this last piece right here, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. We could do something like this. Huh. Because I want this part to be snow. We could probably leave this right here. Like coming all the way up to there. We could make that just like a plain wall. And the rest of this could be snow. What do you guys think about that? Let's see how it looks first. Then we can always change it up. Doop doop. How's that look? I actually like that. It doesn't look too bad. What we could do is make another sandstone wall, kind of. And we can make the sandstone wall be like this. So have it come up 1 block above. And do the same thing with this side right here. And have it come out 2 on each side. Then we could always put 1 in the middle like that, if we wanted to. How's that look? I'm not sure about having it come out 2. trying to think. I'm just trying to think what looks best, guys. I'm not trying to mess you up. So I'm sorry about changing stuff, but I'm the kind of person that will always change something if I don't like the look of it, so. Let's see. We could do that. And then make like a little window right here. Does that look good? Let's take a look back. And let's see how the entire house looks so far. So this is the left side of the house. Not too many windows on the left. There's only a couple. The back, there's a couple more windows. And on the right side of the house, there's a couple more. Yeah, I'm liking the look of everything. Let's go sleep real quick so you guys can see. Because it's a little bit hard for me to see right now. Okay. So, let's see. What do we want to do now? I kind of want to, like, take out the stairs. And, like, turn it like this. Using the corner stairs to our advantage. Have it like that. And then maybe placing, like, a corner piece right here. Alright, so one thing we're going to do with these windows is we're kind of going to cut them off to make them look a little bit different than just regular windows. So if you notice what I did was from the outside they're going to look like this now. They have like a little piece that comes out or it goes back into the house a little bit farther. And the windows are going to go here. Whoop, not there. Here. And now it's time to fill in all of the windows with the glass panes. Make sure you get the ones down below as well. And make sure you don't misplace them like I did. Because you just feel like an idiot when you do that. And that's a doorway, so we're going to leave that one. Here's a window. Wonder how many windows there are total. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Place one here. There's two right here. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite houses. When I made this one, I was actually really excited about how it turned out. Just the way it looked really modern. Just using all the different materials. Because I love using snow. A lot of people ask me why I like using snow so much. The reason for it is... Oh, so one thing we're going to do is we're going to make this right here too wide. To make it to where the windows are going to be exactly the same. So that's one thing we're going to do. Then we could always separate them like this if we wanted to. You could always do something like that. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. We might keep it like that. Ooh, actually I have an idea. Instead of making that a snow outline, why don't we use our spruce wood planks? How's that look? You guys leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about that little part right there. And the window will still go on the snow here. So, back to what I was saying. The reason I like using snow so much is because snow can go with any material that you can think of. It will look good with any color. And so it's just a neutral color to me, which I think is a great thing because it helps if you don't know what materials to use. It also gives it that modern look. Not all the time, but some of the times it really can help out how stuff looks. And it has that bright color to it is another reason why I like it so much. Alright, so we're going to start on the roof. The roof, we're going to be using spruce wood planks, or slabs, excuse me. And we're going to come around on this top block here, and just go all the way around the house. When you get to these parts right here, don't worry about going through them or having it go around. You can just go straight through it. So we're just turning it now. When you get to the sandstone walls, just go on to the other side. Now let's turn it again. Have it come around to here. Make sure we get the corner ones though. That's very important. Otherwise it won't look right. Turn it here. We're almost back around. There we go. So that's what that should look like. What we're going to do now is add another layer of snow on top. So we're going to have to move up all of the... What are they called? Can't think of it. All the sandstone. That's what I was thinking of. Couldn't find the word in my inventory of words. And so we can have this one just come all the way across here. Misplacing a lot of blocks today. It's kind of irritating me. Oh, I need to make sure I get there. So I really don't even need this one right there. So we can get rid of that. Fill the rest of this in here. Fill that up. Alright, let's take out our sandstone and stack up all the sandstone walls one taller. Shouldn't take too long. There's not really too many if you think about it. Make sure we get this one over here as well. Yeah, I'm thinking about making that a fireplace right there. I guess we'll see how it looks. You might notice that I made this a full square. Yes, I did. If you do want to do that, go ahead. I think it will actually look better in the end when when everything's all done. Alright, what we're going to do now is add another layer of slabs right above the other ones. So you're basically doing the exact same thing you just did, just one block higher. So you should have like this little tiny gap right there, if you do this right, between each slab. So you should see the snow. So we're going to turn it. And these should go over all the windows and stuff like that. So that's another reason why I added snow. We can turn it here. There we go. So we have that. Alright, so what do you guys think about that? Let's see how it looks from the ground. Looking pretty good in my opinion. Come back to the back. I'm liking it a lot, actually. Whew, I'm liking this house a lot. Okay, should we add our corner stairs here as well? Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna experiment. Turn it. Did I get a corner stair there? No, I did not. Alright, so that one needs to go. There we go, got it. How's it look? And my swiftness ran out. We could always put like leaves right there or something for a little more decoration. Let's see how that looks. So leaves, we could use jungle leaves this time. Place those there. Huh, I don't know. We're going to place leaves going all the way around the house now. That's one thing I like to do with my houses. Just because it adds a little more color to the outside of the house. So a lot of people ask me why I do it. And the reason is, it adds a lot more color to the outside of the house. So that is the main reason why I add leaves around the house. Some people like it, some people don't. The people that don't, you can just get over it. So when you get to this part, what we're going to do is just have it go through here. Just have it go all the way around the house. When you get to here, just have it go through again. Turn it. Basically just found the closest wall to the house. We want to make sure we don't go in front of the doorway there. Another little square there using leaves. Alright, how's that look? See, to me it just adds a little bit more color to the house. That's why I like using it so much. One thing I want to do is add windows to the garage here. So now we're going to just put the glass panes in there as well. There we go. That looks a lot better. Alright, what we're going to do now is take out some... What do we want to use? We could use... No, we already used sand. Well, we didn't use sand. We used sandstone, but close enough. Let's use regular stone for the driveway. And the driveway is going to be just as wide as the garage door itself. So let's clear out all of this here. Shouldn't take too long. All depends on how far away you made it from the road. Or if you even made a road, you just want a house. I don't know what you guys do. Leave a comment on where you guys put the house. Let me know if you guys put it in like a city. Because I could see like maybe this house being in a modern city. If you guys have one of those. I don't know. Alright, so the front door we know is right here. And we're going to have the walkway be too wide. And we're going to connect it like this. How do we want to... Do we want to turn it? Or do we want to have like a little... like curvature to it? So many decisions when it comes to house making. Alright, how's that? It's not too bad. We could add some more leaves. It's like leaf central up in here. So I feel like if we do this, we'll get rid of these leaves here. And we could add like a little... like creek right... I wouldn't say creek, but like a little pond. What we're going to do is get rid of the bottom here and replace it with stone. because we don't want dirt at the bottom. You really don't have to worry about the sides right here. You could replace it with stone if you wanted to, but it's not really necessary. And then we're going to put our water bucket and just fill all this up. There we go. You could even leave this open if you wanted to, like right here. So you could get a little bit better view of it. Or you could even open it up all the way to the sidewalk. So many options on what you guys could do. I mean, one thing we had to do, we had to put lily pads in there. That's very important. Lily pads can really make the water look better. I'm not exactly sure how they do it, but boop, 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 boop. Spread that one on the corner, put that one here. There we go. Oh, moving around in my chair. There we go. Alright, so let's finish off the roof. I kind of got distracted there. So the rest of the roof, we're going to use snow. And then once we make the inside, what we're going to do is actually add skylights. The only reason we're not adding those now is because we want to make sure we know where all the rooms are first. Because I actually did this in my other house. Because a lot of times I do the outside before the inside, of course. But sometimes you kind of have to wait, like especially with the skylight. Because the skylight, it got separated between walls. It went into like 3 different rooms. Or 2, I don't know. I might be over exaggerating. I'm not exactly sure. But that's why we're kind of waiting, is so we can kind of see where everything is going to be placed, and then we can add the skylights into like the rooms. And that's really going to piss me off. So get rid of that. So I'm trying to think which side we should have the living room on. Originally, when you walk into the door, I had it to where the living room was on the left side, excuse me, on my right right now. And I'm kind of debating, because if we add a fireplace here, I would kind of want the living room to be on the right side when you walk in. So many decisions. Alright, so let's just finish this off, and then we could probably call it for part 2. Originally, this was supposed to be a 2-part house, but things change. Let's see, do we want to connect the sandstone or just leave it the way it is? Let's try leaving it the way it is, and then we can always change stuff up later. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Stay tuned in Wednesday. I'm not exactly sure what the date is. It would be the 16th. So stay tuned in for Wednesday the 16th for part 3. So this might be maybe even a 5-part house. All depends on how much detail we put into it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe, and stay tuned in for more videos.